Alright, Rivals Coliseum March Edition, Alarak versus Silvercruise. With guest caster Jeffrey. Alright, Jeffrey.
Hey.
Let's talk about these decks when we can see them. Who do you like?
Oh, I like Alarak's deck. I'm always a fan of air decks personally.
Do you like Alarak's deck because you think it's gonna win, or do you like Alarak's deck because you like it?
Well, actually, so a couple things, right? Like this map is actually pretty good for air because of that middle section with all the rocks. So I actually think it's a pretty solid choice for this map.
That's fair enough. I do think air units are going to be good on this map. I'm not a huge fan of his choice of air units, I have to say. I like the Talon, I like the Hammerhead, I think the Orca is garbage. I think that you should just play a Mohawk in that slot.
I agree with you. That's kind of the reason why Orca you don't really see much play anymore because of the Mohawk. And Orca's just in a bad spot anyways.
I also think Alarak...
Yeah, it's not a good place.
Alarak has no good answer to these wheels, right? Like his deck is infantry and air, and his only air unit that shoots vehicles is an Orca, which is going to take a full volley to kill a wheel squad. That's not where you want to be. Yeah.
And jump jets, are they even good against wheels?
No, jump jets are pretty bad against wheels because they cost too much, and the wheels clean them up pretty quickly. As I say, they're actually just like they're like expensive missiles because they one-shot them, but so do missiles.
Like you said here with the Orca being in such a bad place, now he's got to really focus heavily on microing that Orca to maintain its value. The Talon's going to be okay against the Banshee, but he's a little bit in a pop cap situation here. He needs to pull out another counter, but...
Wow. That's why I don't like the Orca.
Hammerhead? Yeah.
See, right there, that's a great example of what I think is wrong with the Orca. Even just going in on the attack run, it died from like half hit points.
Yeah.
And Silvercruise
well, and his big problem is the fact that it has to stop and shoot.
Yep. Silvercruise with these bikes is going to be so difficult for Alarak to come back. Because bikes are just so efficient against every unit in his deck, apart from the infantry. And the infantry will lose to the wheels almost exclusively, so... It's a tough spot for Alarak. I think he's so far behind in deck matchup. It's really critical.
Banshee's just so darn good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really critical for him to... I think he needs to fight these Banshees with Talons. If you fight Banshees with Talons, you'll actually come out ahead. Because you can afford 2 Talons for every Banshee.
I'm kind of surprised that Alarak hasn't pulled out more missiles.
Yeah, he's using these Hammerheads. They're way too expensive. He should just be using Talons to fight Banshees at this point. Talons and missiles. And I agree with you. Like, he has all these units and he's having a hard time using them. Yeah, look how much damage the Orca takes just from going in for the attack run. That's crazy. And Alarak's just, he's really struggling. He doesn't know what I don't think he knows what he wants to do with his units.
Yeah, I agree. Like, the Orca's just sort of sitting there, having fun, not doing anything. And that middle pad is just easy for Silvercruise to take, just with a single Banshee.
Yeah, and this is what's wrong with Jade.
Yeah.
Look how strong bikes are. This is a game, it's just an excellent example of how good bikes are.
Is he going to get the missile?
He's going to steal a missile here. Nice, well played Alarak.
Alarak can turn things around a little bit with his counters. I think he's going to be able to win the game, but it really comes down to, is he going to keep pumping out Orcas and Hammerheads, or is he going to start focusing more on his infantry?
He's definitely capable of winning this game. Like, the deck he has is capable. I just don't know. I think he's behind. I think the matchup is so tough. Is Silvercruise going to go for a base nuke here? He is. I don't like this that much. I think this is a pretty expensive base nuke, and it's not going to do that much damage. It didn't even put a cloud on the base. I think Alarak needs to make jump jets. I don't know why he's making so many air units. Like, he has access to jump jets, and they can effectively fly. And he just doesn't have time. Yep. He doesn't have time to fight this missile. I think Alarak just took his foot off the gas a little. He got too worked up about that Chem Trooper, which he should have ignored. One Chem Trooper is basically never going to kill your base. And then he just lost the missile whilst focusing on it.